If you don't, you will be sorry. Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. Randy basically wrote and said he was very happy with the tree. That he felt like it was nice, and then it's already starting to leaf out, the bud out. So he put it in a window, a bright window, to winterize it. So that's very smart. So he's very happy with the tree. And then the other person was Hector, and he said he was very happy that the Chinese elm that we shipped to him is budding out, and he said he feels so privileged to be able to have one and be able to take care of it. We got several, at least five, very positive feedback. So I feel okay now with that encouragement to ship you if you want. Again, tell us you want us to ship all your orders or the winning now, or wait a little bit and tell us when the weather permits in your area, in a sense, no more winter freeze anymore, and we'll ship them to you. The next question is about thickening the branches. And he asked, all the little branches will help as well. And the whole point is that energy is absorbed from the light by photolysis by the leaves. So the more leaves you have on the tree, the faster it will grow that particular branch, and of course the rest of the tree. And there's also a few principles. The branch that faces upwards or on the top, that tend to grow the fastest. And then if you have a branch that's going this way, you bend it up, that tend to speed up the process as well. So those are the principles you use to adjust the rate of thickening of different branches to make it a perfect bonsai. So yes, by all means, keep as many leaves as possible. Again, put it in the ground, put it in the big oversized growing pot, which is what I recommend because you can prune it at the same time nicely. Is the way to thicken your tree to make your bonsai look respectable. Thank you very much for help, and I take photo and start the air-laying branches in March since I live in Ohio. Just one question, which hormone should you use? Should I use powder, gel, or liquid? Well, they all work. I think it's a percentage of ibolic acid, whatever it's called, that really matters. I actually like to use liquid. Gel, it's actually seems a little expensive because a lot of it gets stuck on the branch. But for liquid, I can brush it on, and it's quite easy. So, but they all work. The trick is to put it in a good soil mix. I recommend 1 part peat moss, or 1 part coconut coir, and 1 part perlite, and nothing else. But then as soon as it's rooted, you should start to apply liquid fertilizer or slow release fertilizer. So have fun. Most of the cutting, especially in the spring, will root in less than 6 weeks. So it's very easy to have a lot of bonsai eventually for you to sell or give it to a friend. That would be much appreciated. Robert liked the tree I did, and he thinks it will become eventually be a nice tree. But he felt like I was removing too much the roots all at once. Actually I'm not. I'm very careful not removing fibrous roots, but the long roots only have a little bit of a fibrous roots to really absorb nutrient and moisture effectively. So like when I have a big tree I dug up and put it in a growing pot a while, the root ball is this deep. There's no way I can put that in a bonsai pot. So I would do is actually take a reciprocal saw and cut off to about this thickness. But I retain all of the fibrous roots as much as I can and put it back and let it grow out again, so that when I remove it to the bonsai pot, I then cut around this to fit the size, but I already had the depth taken care of. So with that in mind then, be bold in removing as much as the big roots as possible, but save as much as the fibrous roots as you can. But remember one thing, is to never shortcut this, is that When you cut back the roots, you have to cut down proportionally the same amount of branches and leaves. If you don't, you will be sorry. The next question is that, do I use the same soil mix as planting as versus bonsai pot? No, I don't. For bonsai pots, I'm very particular. I talk about my sandy loam mixed with 1 part compost, basically coconut coir or peat moss, and then 1 part perlite for aeration. Because there's so little soil, you want to optimize every aspect to retain moisture and retain fertilizer. And we also have the patent pending way, 2 ways. One is to have a hump in the bottom. The other way is to have 2 drainage on the hole, in some sense to flip the soaking pot to keep the root ball moist. And the whole point about that is that, you have a beautiful bonsai, you water every day. One hot day you forgot to water it and the root ball dries out. Then you overwater it, you keep watering it, but the tree's not getting water anymore. The water runs out because there's such a big drainage hole in the bottom. So what people do is have a little soaking tub, put a water a little bit above the bottom of the soil line. And then so that gives the root ball time to soak up the water and to prevent it from dry out. Please, again, click like, subscribe to our channel, tell a friend, and send us your mailing list so you get our special announcement. You become our special client or Bonsai Heirloom member. Okay, with that, thank you very much, and I see you next week.